welcome back to SFL Set for Life with Greg Kapp. Today's podcast, I'll ask a question. Are you working on your business or are you working in your business? You see, if you're working on your business, you have a strategy. You don't just do steps of the system. No, you see the big picture as if you're 30,000 feet in the air looking down on your business. And that's what it means to work on your business instead of in your business. And unfortunately, about 80% of the people in our company work in their business. They're working hard, but they're always in it. They're not working on it. They're not strategizing, right? Like every quarter, what they're going to do, right? And that everything has a purpose, right? Every Zoom call, every meeting, every event, they all have purpose to them. So let's start off with prospecting, right? You should always make prospecting feel like it's a coincidence, right? You know, my wife's name is Tina, and this old man in Macon, Georgia taught me this once. He said to me, Greg chased Tina until Tina caught him. And of course I thought to myself, no, that's not how it happened. I saw Tina at the bank. She was a bank teller. And I started chasing her. But then I realized that she was playing hard to get. So it's true. Greg chased Tina until Tina caught him. I know that the men listening right now are totally confused. And the women are saying to me, why, Greg or Papa Kapp, would you ever give away these secrets that us women have? See, that's called the Socratic method. It's getting the other person to think it's their idea. Who taught me that? My wife and my 2 daughters. That's who taught me that. I lived with 3 women. And so I realized I never bought a house. They were working on me to buy the house. I never bought the cars. They worked on me to buy the cars. I didn't buy the furniture. They were working on me. Now, what's the next thing? Inviting to a Zoom. See, you have to use this more like, not just like, okay, I'm going to go prospecting right now, and then later I'm going to go invite. No, it should be like a golf swing, right? There's prospecting, there's inviting, then there's the presentation, then there's the follow-up, then there's either the startup, fast start, or the F&A product presentation, right? And that's all got to be like a golf swing. So you slide from prospecting, getting somebody's phone number, turning a stranger to a friend, or if you're helping out a teammate, borrow a relationship. And then what? Now you're inviting to a Zoom, right? Or a one-on-one or an overview, right? So you're going to ask, will you do a favor for your best friend, right? That's what you're going to do. You're going to say, hey, you're doing your friend a big favor by just coming on the Zoom tonight at 7 o'clock, right? And what do you do when you're on your one-on-one? You sell the dream of the business. You sell the dream of the products. Why? Because they can't get in an argument with you. If you get in on specifics in your first presentation, you're going to get in a disagreement and they're not going to like you. So sell the dream of the business, sell the dream of the product, and then make them curious so that they're going to want to come back for another appointment. And of course, you always want a confirming text after that, right? And then here's a tip. When you are doing your first presentation, act like you know them better than they know you, because your friend now told you some things about them. And so now your friend is now my friend. See, don't put out uncomfortable vibrations when you're talking to a new person, because people pick up on our vibrations. All right, so there's the prospecting, there's the inviting, now there's the 5-minute presentation, right? I already pretty much talked about it, right? You're going to sell the dream of the business, the dream of the product. Your number one purpose for this 5-minute one-on-one on Zoom is to make a friend or borrow a relationship. Do your homework, right? Find out what they need and creatively make our company be the solution to whatever they need. They may need money to send their kids to private school. They may need money to replace one of their spouse's income so they can stay home with the children and homeschool, right? But remember, the first appointment is 95% people skills. And I will reiterate, don't give details on the first one. Sell a concept. Once you give out details, there's room for disagreements. And once you disagree with somebody, they're not coming back again. Now, from the presentation, there's the follow-up. Are you more interested in learning how to make great spare time, part-time income? Or are you more interested in the products that we have because your friend benefits from either of your choices? Right? And so now, if it's an AMA they fill out, the next step is calling their best friend. If it's an FNA, right, then either you're going to take care of that or you're going to split it with somebody who's going to be better at getting it done. And so my point to you is, are you strategic with every step of our system? You see, all we really do is tell a story and then ask for a decision to get to the next step. Did everybody hear that flow? That's strategy. We tell a story, right? Because you can't argue with a story. So my entire business, no matter what I was doing, I always told stories, right? And then what? And the stories took care of their objections, by the way. We'll go into that in a later podcast. But tell stories, ask for decisions, get a phone number. Tell stories, ask for decisions, get them to come on there for a Zoom. Tell stories, right? Ask for a decision at the end of the presentation, whether it's the business or the product or both. And then tell a story, write up a sale. Tell a story, call their best friend. And then from 30,000 feet up, know that you're going to go into the hot market, right? The top 5. And then you're going to match up this person later on with other field trainers that you know, while you're already working on another tap-rooted warm market. Does that make sense? And then write this in your notes. When you're working in hot markets with trustworthy people, your results are about 90%. Because why? There's trust. See, friends will do anything for a friend. Friends will lend you their pickup truck. Friends will watch your children for you if you have to go to the hospital. Friends will lend you $500 to get you through the month. See, I know this, that good friends will do anything to help out a good friend. That's called the hot market. Right? Now you get into the warm, lukewarm market, it's not 90% anymore, it's more like 30%. Because they're not hot anymore. They might not let you use their truck. Right? They may not lend you $500. And then if you're in a cold market, it gets down to 5 to 10%. So I'm identifying right now for a lot of people what your problem's been. Go back over the last year and find out how many times you were in a hot market, that's somebody's top 3 to top 5, and when you were more in a lukewarm market, or in a cold market, and that'll tell you, it's not that you're not good at the business, you're in the wrong market. And I'm here to tell you that one of the reasons why I haven't had an office for 21 years, the reason why I have been getting 7-figure passive income, because I spent my entire career in hot markets, because I went from the best friend immediately to the best friend, immediately to the best friend. And that's how I drove a leg 38 deep, because I was working with the best friend of the best friend of the best friend, and I didn't get treated like dirt. I got treated like a king. Because when you meet someone at someone's party and you're likable, like I learned to become, everybody loved me, so they let me use their boat. They invited me to come out to their lake cottage. They invited me over for dinner with my wife. They wanted my kids to come on their picnics. I hope this is making sense to somebody out there.